still be in your robe. It's 8 in the morning. The hounds of spring are in winter's traces. God's in his office and all's right with the world. I picked up your paper for you, but you won't have time to read it. This is for you, too. One quick smell, and then you can go get dressed.
Well, how about good morning?
Oh, yeah, that, too. Now, let's get a move on. You haven't forgotten it's your wedding day, have you?
No, hardly, but Mason, there are a few things I really need to talk to you about.
I know. You don't want to go to Guadalajara to get married. Well, I don't either, and I can't because of Kelly's situation. So what I've done instead is pull some strings at City Hall. Thanks to the magic of the Capwell name, we now have our licenses. All that remains is for you to say the right words, and I hope you'll be more talkative than you have been with me so far this morning.
You haven't given me a chance to get a word in edgewise here, Mason.
This isn't a time for talking, Victoria. It's a time for doing. Now go get dressed.
I think Jane's right. You should at least listen to Caroline's side.
Warren, I know what I can listen to and what I can't. And I can't listen to that. I can't control myself, right?
Wait, weren't you the one telling me to be patient and accepting, to try to forgive my mother, make peace with her?
Yeah, I was talking to you. It wasn't about me.
Why are you always exempt from your own advice?
Matters have gone beyond that point, Warren.
Why? Because she didn't tell you every little thing about her when you first met her?
Warren, don't interfere with things that you have no control over. That detail, that little detail you just mentioned, I'll tell you what that was. She deserted Alice, her own child, when Alice was in desperate straits. Now, I don't find that forgivable. It is not forgivable, and I just have to be more particular about people that I have something to do with it.
You're a lot more judgmental than I thought.
Warren.
All right. Look, if you really don't want to see her, then you better get out of here, because she's on her way over here right now.
Thank you for telling me. I guess I better leave. Excuse me.
Okay.
So I think that means it's over.
Let's move to Alaska where the nights are 6 months long. Please.
There must be someplace closer. Maybe we could go to Keith's house for dinner. That would seem that long.
Oh, he's not just dull, he's deadly. He'd poison us.
Who is it?
Ted! Support crew!
You sure come around early.
I'm sorry, guys. I think you ought to know. These posters are all over the campus right now. I just hope Jeffrey and Kelly have good enough sense to stay away from there. Oh, morning.
Morning.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, maybe hiding out in the middle of a college campus is the best thing they could do. Hopefully the students there will pay very little attention to stupid notices issued by a district attorney.
Huh? Do you two mind telling me what you're doing in here?
We were sleeping, obviously, until you came along.
Oh, really? I never suspected, Sherlock. But these are my lab hours, and I want to know what you're doing horning in.
Horning in? We're the new volunteers for the dream analysis experiment.
You mean Alex's guys?
Do I look like a guy? Listen, we started sleeping last night.
Well, why didn't you say so? Wait a minute. Why were you hooked up to the EEG then?
Well, we were, but the electrodes got so uncomfortable, and then, you know, we kind of started fooling around.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm going to have to interview you. There are questions to be asked.
Oh, that's over here, mate. Go ahead. Ask away.
Well, did you dream?
Yes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. I'll need to know what your dreams were, in broad strokes. If the contents were unusual, we can go into details later.
Okay.
Oh, well, ladies first.
Why don't you go first?
Well, somebody go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Let's see. I dreamed I was in this huge field of flowers, and there was this girl there.
Did you recognize her?
This girl with the long blonde hair. No, I didn't recognize her. But I tried to talk to her, and she wouldn't listen. You see, she was more interested in picking the flowers and just dancing in the wind. I was trying to tell her that I could never love her, but she wouldn't listen. And then I woke up.
That's all?
That's all I remember.
Well, that's a boring dream. A dissociative cathectus is a dime a dozen. Oh. Now, what about you?
Well, mine was sort of scary.
Well, cool. How scary?
Well, I remember I was in a castle, and it was somewhere on the cliffs of Cornwall. And it was rainy and stormy, and I was locked in this dungeon. And this man came down to rescue me, and the door to my cell flew open. He'd broken the spell. And then I tried to thank him, and he kept pushing me away. And then I asked him again, and he didn't tell me why. And then finally he said that he wanted to remain a mystery. So then I had to leave the castle alone. And I went out, and there were all these people waiting for me. But I still felt this cold, empty feeling inside, like something was missing. And that's all I remember.
Wow.
Jake, you know, I really appreciate you getting up so early to take me riding.
No, that's okay. It worked out better for me anyway.
Well, I'm kind of waiting to hear how I've improved.
You're doing great.
Great.
You're doing better and better every time you come out here.
Oh, thank you.
In fact, I think it's time that you showed Ted how good you are.
But, you know, I think I want to be a little bit better before I do that.
You know, I'm kind of surprised you still let you take lessons from me.
Well, I wanted to. You know, I mean, he said to give it a try.
I guess things are better between you and him after he and I had the fight.
Yeah, well, you know, we're really making a go at it. I mean, there are ups and downs, but the downs seem to be getting fewer and fewer.
Oh, good. That's great.
So, what's this?
Oh, nothing. Just a pony I've been looking at.
Really? What for?
Well, it's a mare. You know, to start that stable I was telling you about.
Oh, Jake, that's terrific.
I don't know about that. Yeah, we'll bet they're asking for this thing.
Oh, come on. There's got to be a way you could swing it.
Well, there ought to be, but, well, I don't know. I'm working at it anyway. Maybe in a million years. Anyway, when are you coming back out again?
I don't know. I'll have to call you about that, all right?
Sure. You know me, I'm always here. Well, look, I gotta get back to work. I'll see you later.
Thanks.
I'm not here to talk to you, Lionel. That isn't why I came.
Why did you?
Actually, it was my idea. See, Mother and I are on our way over to the university. I saw this job posting there that I thought she might be interested.
Yes, and we ought to be going.
Well, you know, actually, we have a little time. Your appointment is not until 9:15.
Yeah, come on in, Caroline. What's your hurry? No, excuse me.
Lionel, wait. You don't have to leave. Come on, Jane, let us go on over. It doesn't matter if we're a little bit early. It might even impress him.
Yeah, I guess.
See you later, Warren.
Good luck.
Jane.
Coming.
Well, don't start on me.
I said, well, is that starting?
Yeah.
We ought to start somewhere. Let that be a suggestion for you.
Let's
Carol.
just drop it. Okay, Warren?
You know, I remember growing up, and you telling me the most important ability a man can have is the ability to listen. Remember that? Let's see how that tests on you. Maybe she has an explanation for what happened.
Oh, I'm sure she does, Warren. I'm sure she has a justification for what she did. But there is no justification. There's no excuse, no reason, no rationale.
Nobody is saying she was right to leave her daughter locked up for all those years.
Look,
She deserted Alice, but Alice needed her. Now, you find me a reason for that, okay?
Look, it's something she did, but not something she did to you. She didn't do it to you, Dan. You don't want to let yourself meet someone unless they're a certified Rock of Gibraltar.
Or don't analyze me.
Okay. I just think you're being too hard on her. Look, I didn't like her at first either. I analyzed her. I went around passing judgment, but I got over it. And the ability to forgive is a pretty important quality, too. You forgave me for what I did.
The situation isn't the same. You're my son.
I know who I am. The point is, you love me, and if you really love Caroline, you gotta try to forgive her, too.
I'm sorry we have to postpone the honeymoon until after Kelly's situation is resolved, but I thought we could at least go out after the ceremony and dine in splendor at a restaurant of your choosing.
Mason, you're rushing me. You're not giving me any time. You know, this is my wedding. The only one I'm ever going to have. What about family and friends? Are they allowed? Because if they are, I'd like to invite some people.
Well, we were lucky to get the appointment we did. They shuffled a lot of people around to make room for us.
Well, then, I guess it has to be today.
Would you like a cigarette and a blindfold?
No, I don't feel as if I'm in front of a firing squad.
Good. I'll try to make it painless. Now, we have to be there by 9:30. I'd love it if you could be there by 9:15. That gives you about an hour to get ready. Do you think you can make it?
I will make it, Mr. Capwell.
Good. You're going to make a beautiful bride. I'll see you then. I forgot to give you this.
What is it?
It's your wedding dress.
Thank you.
I'm getting the hang of those things now.
Listen, we just have to find something to do legitimate so we can hang around here. And auditioning classes doesn't seem to be doing the trick, does it?
No, they don't, do they?
I don't know, Jeffrey. Maybe we should just try to stay out of trouble until Daddy springs the trap on Gina. It can't be too much longer.
In the meantime, I think we'd be a lot smarter if we just found ourselves a nice, quiet cave and hidden there, you know? This volunteering for research programs is not necessarily the best cover. It could be very visible.
Yeah, but that all depends on what we volunteer for, doesn't it?
Just make a note, Chair. No more dream therapy, please.
No, I agree with you there. Well, listen, let's go look at the bulletin board and see what they're offering. Anthropology textbooks.
Oh, look at that. They're offering payment for some of these things. Can you believe that? Hard cash for being a guinea pig.
Look at this. Drug testing, abnormal psych. Oh, well, you'd be good at that one, wouldn't you?
Thank you. Wait, how about tutoring or typing term papers? Can we type?
No. Wrong column. Get over here and let's do the lab. Look at this one. Look at this. It's in the same lab we were in this morning. Sensory deprivation test.
I don't like the sound of that. What is it?
No, look, there's nothing to it. They take away all the sense memory stimuli and then just monitor how you react to it. There's no light, no sound.
What?
They notice it. Overnight stays necessary. A place to sleep. Is that ideal or what?
How'd your writing lesson go?
Oh, I think I'll be ready for the rodeo in a couple weeks.
So how's Jake?
Fine, I guess, yeah.
Good. I'm thinking about going back to work tomorrow. Now, there's nothing I can do here for Kelly except wait for a call or find out that she's been found.
Wait, there hasn't been word yet?
No.
Well, Jake told me to tell you that if you need more time off, then he'll manage, okay?
Yeah, well, that's nice of him.
Hey.
No, I mean that. He's been very understanding about this whole thing, Haley.
Yeah, well, you've been pretty understanding yourself.
I'm trying. I'm still jealous as hell. But I know that's stupid, so I'm just doing my best to keep a lid on it.
It is stupid. No, I mean, I'd hate to think you didn't care, but please believe me, there's no reason to be jealous.
I know. Yeah, you mean so much to me. And I realize that more every day. I know I almost risked losing you the other day. I think that's what I need to get me back in line.
It's just an article. It's not important. Look, I've got to take a shower. I have to go to class, okay? But I'll be back down, okay?
What is it?
They're going to be lying low.
Out of sight of the police and us, unfortunately.
That's why we have to make ourselves extremely visible and cover this whole campus, give them a chance to make contact with us.
Cruz, look over there.
I'm not sure it was them, okay? But they were standing right next to me. Looks like the couple, looks an awful lot like these.
Which way would you say they went?
They went out that hallway. And I think they seen me because they kept on moving right along.
Mr. Capwell.
What? You said I had to have two witnesses. You didn't say that they couldn't be musicians. These happen to be two very talented and professional witnesses who happen to play harp and violin on the side. Surely the body politic isn't against music.
Are we to be graced with the presence of a bride today? We're already 15 minutes late in getting started.
Well, that's probably my fault. I told her to be 15 minutes early. You know how contrary women can be.
I know nothing about women. I've only been married twice. That isn't enough to learn.
Well, she'll be here. You have my word.
I certainly hope so. I've had to arrange a lot of things to accommodate you.
Yes, I know, and I'm deeply appreciative. Now, if you please just wait a moment. Look beautiful.
Thank you.
Here, these are for you.
Oh, Mason.
I think we're ready if you are. Mr. Waring, she's here.
Good. Good. Now, if you'll both just step over here. I'm sorry to have to rush this along, but I'm having a hectic day. Now then, whereas Victoria Lane and Mason Capwell have consented to be joined in the state of matrimony and are here present to declare their mutual...
Victoria? What is it?
Mason, I can't do this.
You can't what?
Please don't hate me, but I can't do this.
And thank you both very much. I'm sorry this had to happen. Perhaps another time? Thank you. Keep practicing.
Don't mind me. I always cry at weddings. I always cry all the time. I guess I'm just a highly emotional person.
A highly changeable one, too. I don't mind the tears so much. I'm a little concerned about the reason for them. What happened?
Well, Mason, I know how lucky I am that you want to marry me. I mean, I really do. But I always dreamed of a certain kind of wedding. You know, one that I could look back on. Something that was sacred and special. And all of a sudden, I realized I just couldn't do this. I mean, I want that chapel up the coast. I need it. I need family and friends with me.
I see.
Do you? You probably think I'm foolish in my condition to want all these romantic details.
No. No. I've been an idiot. You tried to tell me this yesterday, and I just wouldn't listen. You'll have any kind of wedding you want. As soon as Kelly's found, we'll do it right.
Well, you know, I don't want anything big, just something that we can look back on and be happy about. I'm real sentimental, I guess.
Yeah, well, then we're a good match, because I'm the most sentimental person on the planet. I'm just sorry I had to put you through all this. What can I do to make it up? to you?
A cheeseburger?
A cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah, with a lot of onion rings. I'm starving. I've been so excited I haven't eaten for a couple days.
Well, a cheeseburger it is, then. I guess I should be grateful it's not pickles and ice cream.
I got the job.
Oh, Mother, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
So now I am the assistant to the chairman of fundraising of the university.
Wow, how impressive can you get? When do you start work?
This afternoon, right after lunch.
Well, then we better have lunch together to celebrate.
Yeah, I really am thrilled about it. Lord, a job. Yeah, really, the chairman and I just seemed to hit it off right away.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I knew you would.
Yeah, you had more faith in me than I did.
What's wrong?
Nothing. It just means so much to me if I could share this with Lionel now, too.
Some acts can be forgiven. Others can't. I guess this is one of those. I don't know. I thought I understood, Caroline. I thought we had a special bond between us that we would share and get over the things in our pasts.
Seems to me that's exactly what she's trying to do. Part of that was telling you what happened. You want to keep holding your past a bit forever like a mirror. Look what you've done, Caroline.
Warren, I don't want anything of that kind. You're oversimplifying the situation.
No. I think you're overcomplicating the situation.
You make it sound so easy. Believe me, I wish it were, but it isn't.
I shouldn't have expected forgiveness from Lionel. I mean, how can he do it when I can't even forgive myself?
Oh, I've forgiven you.
I know. I can't tell you how that amazes me when I think of all the things I did to hurt
Mother,
you so.
I know what it's like to make the wrong choices. I have made a lot of them myself. And I bet you Lionel has too, if only he'd remember it.
Well, you certainly learned that your mother is not perfect.
Oh, that's okay. The pedestal you're on is a little lower, but it's still a pedestal.
Oh, thank you, darling.
I'm not saying what you did was right. But you could have let it go, never told anyone, no one would have ever known. You have the guts to step forward and try to make it right in the present. I mean, who can ask for more than that? There's no reason to keep persecuting yourself or to let anyone else keep persecuting you.
I don't know what I'd do without you now.
The sad truth is that I never really knew Caroline, I guess. I've been sharing my life with a total stranger.
Now, I've been able to get over other men, but Lionel, I doubt if I'm ever going to be able to get over him, so I'm going to need you.
You can't just run out on it right now. Not now.
Believe me, Warren, it's one of the most painful things I've ever done in my life. But that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Don't get over him, Mama, and don't give up on him.
You know, truthfully, in my heart, I can't. I just can't.
That guy recognize us?
No, I think it's off for like 2 seconds. I think for the time being we'll be safe in here
Yeah, I
now.
wonder how long the time being is going to be.
Well, we're right where we want to be. This is where sensory deprivation volunteers report.
Okay, you win. I mean, why not? We've been through every other kind of deprivation. Let me just check first.
This is going anyway. How you doing, guys?
Not bad, Cruz. Timmons told us to keep an eye out for you, Inspector.
Oh, why's that, Danny?
Well, he said if you did, and we played our cards right, you'd lead us straight to the suspects.
Oh, he said that, did he?
Was he wrong, Inspector?
It's Cruz out there. Yeah, and cops as well. Now stay put. Well, you can go back and tell Timmons he's too late, because we discovered the whole campus, and the dreaded fugitives are not among us.
Well, you know we can't let it go at that, Cruz. We got orders. Guess we better get started. Okay. Catch you later.
Well, we better keep looking too, right?
Let's go this way.
They're leaving.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, but it was too risky. Now, you heard what the cops said. They're going to be watching Cruz as well.
Jeffrey, I hate this. You have no idea how much I hate this.
Yes, I do. I do.
Good morning.
Morning.
Are you here about the sensory deprivation experiments?
Yes, we are.
Fine. Our third and final pair of volunteers. It's nice to know there are a few adventurous souls left.
Okay, so, well, now could you tell me how much the mare would be? Well, that sounds like an awful lot of... Well, yeah, I'm sure the horse... No, see, I know someone who's interested, and I was just checking up on it, but I see it's way out of our line, so thanks anyway.
What's the matter, bad news?
No, nothing. Look, I just had a crazy idea, and I shouldn't have followed through with it. I've got to get to work. Actually, I've got to go to school.
Okay. I'll give you a ride to campus.
No, I know how much work you have to do. I'll bust it, okay? Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Can't keep hanging around the campus.
Why not if they're there?
Because we're going to put him in worse jeopardy. We're going to lead the police right to him.
Oh, no.
It's all right.
Hello, Cruz, Eden.
Mason, Tori.
Hi.
I understand congratulations are in order, so congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm very happy for both of you. I think it's great.
Thank you. It was nice seeing you both.
So long.
Well, you handled that well. I thought you'd, I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
I just got an idea.
What?
Meet me at the beach house in an hour.
No, I don't know about this. We don't know what we're letting ourselves in for here. And that guy in the lab coat, what's his name?
Neanderthal.
Yeah, Neanderthal. I mean, what a name. I mean, why not Piltdown or Pithecanthropus or some other caveman?
I don't know, Jeffrey. I didn't name him.
Yeah, I don't think anybody named him. It's patently an alias. Anyway, whoever he is, he hasn't explained what he's going to do with us.
He is going to hide us. There are policemen patrolling this whole campus. We couldn't get out of here if we wanted to.
Yeah, well, I'm beginning to want to very badly. I mean, the whole idea of subjecting myself to strange experimental tests holds an ever-declining fascination for me.
What, you want to back out?
Yes, I do. But will I back out? Probably not.
Are you ready in here?
Yes, we're finished.
Good. Now, just to let you know what to expect, we're going to put you in 2 separate tanks, and you'll be left in there in an absolute void. You won't be able to see or hear or smell anything. You'll be floating in water and in absolute limbo. That's why we call it sensory deprivation. Now, while you're in there, I would like you to relax your minds completely. Allow yourself to fantasize, even hallucinate.
Mr. Neanderthal?
The name is Anderthal. D is my first initial.
Oh, sorry. What I want to ask you was, how long do we have to be closed up in these things here?
4 hours. And after that time, you'll be asked some questions about what you've experienced.
No, not for me. I've been in enough coffins to last me a lifetime.
No, my friend's a little claustrophobic.
Oh, well, don't worry. No, don't worry. Now, you'll feel quite the opposite once you're inside. You'll experience a completely free and open environment. And it's even been known to cure claustrophobia.
Are you sure about this?
Well, obviously, if it bothers you too much, the lid can be opened and you can let yourself out. But that would largely invalidate the experiment.
Come on, let's do it. Sweet dreams.
expect you here.
I lecture here occasionally. Pre-Columbian art class today.
Oh.
How'd the job interview go?
I got the job.
That's fine. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I guess I better go.
Lionel, please, wait. Now, I wish you'd just at least listen to my explanation, and such as it is.
I'll listen.
Okay, can we sit down for a minute? You have to try and understand what my life was like when they called me and told me about Alice. Back then, I considered myself about one rung above being a whore. I had no pride, I had no confidence, and had pretty nearly convinced myself that every move in my life had been wrong.
Were you alone?
There was a man. I was dependent on him, and Jane was too. And he wasn't a very nice man. I put up with his abuse because at the time, I felt I had to. And I guess, partly, also, because I felt I deserved to be punished.
Kind of a bad frame of mind to get into.
It was terrible. It was the lowest point in my life. I certainly wasn't in any position to take care of Alice. Now, I know it was wrong of me to leave her there. I am not trying to defend what I did. All I can say is, I swear I'm going to make it up to Alice from now on.
At least you have Jane on your side.
Yes, and she has been wonderful. But I'd like to think that you might forgive me someday too, Lionel.
You know, you really ought to be saying all this to Alice. And hoping that someday she'll understand.
What are they?
Uniforms.
I know what they are. I mean, what for?
Continuing education.
you doing hanging around here? I thought I told Haley to tell you there's no rush in coming back to work.
I know, but I'm ready to come back. Back tomorrow, if that's okay. At the moment, I'm just waiting for Haley.
Well, she's already been here and left earlier this morning.
Yeah, I know, but I gave word for her to come back, meet me here at lunchtime. Oh, I asked to borrow one of your stalls, if that's okay.
Yeah, how come?
I bought a pony.
You did what?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but
Hello?
Hi.
What's going on? I mean, I got your message. I came down here as fast as I could.
Now, normally I wouldn't just drag you away from school, but I've got a little early birthday present for you.
What? What is it?
Hang on, you'll see.
What?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ta-da! There it is! There she is!
You know, there may be some blossoms out in Carmel this time of year. Mason?
Carmel. Yeah, it'll be worth the wait.
What's the matter? Why the look?
Did I have a look?
Yeah. What's going on?
I was just thinking about marriage in general.
Happily?
No, just about it. What an awesome commitment it is.
Awesome. But very nice.
I imagine a lot of people go into it without really thinking about what it's going to do to their lives.
Well, I suppose some people do. But not us. It's a big commitment, but I believe it's something that will make our lives better.
Yeah, I'd like to believe that.
You'd like to believe that? Mason, what happened to the man who was standing outside my door this morning with a rose all ready to get married?
Victoria, do you think that anybody ever goes into marriage absolutely sure it's going to last a lifetime?
Why don't you just say what you're trying to say?
Well, I'm, trying to.
Well, then get on with it. Oh, I know. It's my baby. In spite of everything you've said, you still think it's a problem.
No, that's not it at all. I'm just trying to be realistic, that's all, about the marriage and about us.
Well, isn't it realistic to take a chance at something great? At a marriage that could last a lifetime?
Victoria, you're overreacting. I just don't want the hoopla of the moment to overcome the reality of what we're really going to do.
I don't understand. Earlier, you sounded so determined. Oh, my God, where do we go from here?
Nowhere. We stay right where we are. I'm sorry, Victoria. There's part of me that questions everything, even if there aren't any answers. That's my problem, not yours.
Well, you sounded very serious.
I couldn't be here unless I wanted to be. We have every reason to believe that our marriage will be wonderful. And it will be. I promise you.
I feel really foolish.
You look really foolish.
Well, now that we've made ourselves foolish, what do we do?
Go back to the science building. I believe that's where we started.
Together Stay tuned. Coming up is your chance to win cash on Channel 2's Watch Magnum and Win 2. When we ask you the Magnum trivia question, be the correct caller with the correct answer and win $200. Channel 2's Watch Magnum and Win 2. Next.